Cultivating customer loyalty.
Welcome to the HPLS podcast. Live, relevant, and high performance information, conversations, and education weekly.
Now, some of you might think customer loyalty is giving you freight. It's not. And I don't mean to be so blunt, but the reality is customer loyalty goes far beyond just tendering you loads, right? There's this saying that I've heard many, many, many times, and I'm constantly repeating it because it's so good. When a customer likes you, they'll give you a load. When they trust you, they'll give you freight. And if you look at that, what is a load, right? It's a one-off. It's a load here, a load there. Freight is a consistent volume of freight. Now, this is not meaning, and when I say consistent, I don't mean it's like 5 loads a day, and it's consistent based on what the customer has. So if the customer has 2 loads a week and you're getting 2 loads a week, you're getting consistent freight. They trust you hands down. So what I want to talk to you today is about 3 things that cultivate customer loyalty above and beyond anything else. So I'm going to eliminate the stuff you should already be doing, right? Picking up and delivering on time, the fact that you're using quality suppliers that you've vetted, that you trust, that you're really not going to the load board very often, because that's where it's kind of like a Cracker Jack deal. You don't know what kind of surprise you're going to get on every load. And don't get me wrong, the carriers feel the same way on the load board. This isn't just a one-sided thing. Carriers are constantly saying they're Cracker Jack loads because there's always going to be something wrong. So I'm going to take those pieces of the equation out. I'm operating under the modus operandi that you, the logistics professional out there, right? Not just a salesperson out for commission, but the logistics professional that's out there to help a customer achieve a goal. That's who I'm speaking to. So number one, and the top priority of every single salesperson, if your top priority is not helping your customers achieve their goals, you're losing. And here's what I mean by that. Anyone could move freight. You have to sell something else. And in selling something else, that goal, mandate, departmental objective achievement, whatever the case may be, KPI achievement, whatever the case may be for that specific customer. If you cannot sit down right now and look at your customer name, let me rephrase that. If you don't understand what your customer's goals are, how are you supposed to make the right decisions to help them get there? There's a saying that I have right here on my computer, and it says, if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. So if you're flying blind, if you don't understand what the customer's big achievement is, the big goal, their big dream, their big desire, their big mandate for 2024 could be personal, meaning the individual logistics manager, traffic manager, warehouse manager, VP of the whatever, has a personal accomplishment inside their department. That might be the goal. It might be a corporate decision or a corporate mandate, for lack of a better term, to say, you've got to accomplish this in 2024 because of what happened in 2023, 22, 21, like whatever the case may be. So if you don't understand that, you are never going to make the right decision on every choice to move forward. And some people might be out there and say, well, Dan, you're never going to always make the right decision. If your customer's goal is paramount and it's the nucleus based around every decision you make, not all of them are going to be great decisions, but all of them are the right decisions that you perceive, you believe based on your professional experience. Because remember, they're the professionals at their business. You're the professional at your business. When you really make decisions based on where they want to go, 99.9% of the time, they'll be good decisions. The outcome might not be what you desire, right? You make a decision to kind of do a pool distribution instead of a hub and spoke. And sometimes there's going to be challenges. You make the decision to consolidate freight for this customer to make it cheaper, for example. There could be some challenges, but it's not as if you're setting up that decision with, well, there's going to be a challenge and I'm going to fuck up. It's because you're saying to yourself, okay, this is a better opportunity for the customer to achieve that goal. So you're still making it with the right pieces of the puzzle. You're making it become a piece of that function that's going to help them get to that overall growth or that overall goal achievement. Okay. So that's number one. Now, number two is the fact that we as sales reps, if we are not constantly asking what's changed, same goal, when I say constantly, at least once a month, asking your prospects, hey, is this still the mission? Is this still the mission? If you're not doing it once a month, which I suggest you do, a minimum of every quarter. And not only that, in order to cultivate real customer loyalty, show them how, and preferably visually, like forget these friggin' spreadsheets with 100 lines of different data. It's all BS. Nobody looks at them unless you're a data geek. I love data, and I still find it hard days to actually look at the spreadsheet. You give me something visual where all that data is turned into a pie chart. I can look at it. I can instantly see, yes, I'm on my way. So like green, I use colors, right? So green being the progress, red being the piece that we need to solve still. As long as the green's bigger from when we first started. So I'll do this right at the beginning. When I first talk to the customer about the goal and what it is they want, I'll put it into a pie chart and visually. And the reason I do this is because I want a starting point. I want a point to show my prospect / customer every step of the way. Here's where you were. Here's where you are now. And this is why I do it monthly. And every month they'll get a pie chart from me and they'll get a nice, pretty picture. You can do it on Canva. Canva is my favorite place to do it because it's actually way easier for me than Excel. Now, all y'all Excel lovers out there, you might say wrong, but I'm saying I love Canva over that. So then I ask, is this still the goal? Yes. Okay. So all my decisions, the nucleus and the encompassing decisions I make for the next month are still based on this goal. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Or suggestions or transactions or whatever. It's still based with the modus operandi of that goal being in the picture, right? So for me, when I ask every month, they're like, wow, something might be changing in corporate or they're, we hit this goal. Now it's this goal. Because if you help them achieve a goal, what's the next goal? And if the next goal is different than the first goal and you're still trying to help them achieve the first goal, you're making the wrong decisions. And this is not a decision to something bad. You're not waking up in the morning saying, oh my God, I can't wait to make a decision that totally screws my customer up. Like, that's idiotic. But what I'm saying is, if they're now accomplished this and they're moving off to this path and you're still going up this path, eventually you separate. And that separation causes dissonance. That separation causes challenges in the business relationship. That's what I mean by always asking them, okay, where are you at with your goal right now? We're still on track. Yes, here's my pie chart. I've got 30% left to complete. Okay, what is the next thing in line? Because if I can complete this in, say, 2 weeks, then it gives me a 2-week head start before we have this call again to work on the other, and then create another pie chart and just do it on one page. January 1st to the 31st, complete with a big friggin' green complete. Then they move to the next one, January 30 or February 1st to, question mark. When are we going to complete that task? And then list that out, right? That's a great visual for you to send to your customer. And not only that, here's the other thing when it comes to that visual is, like, when you ask what the goal is, sometimes, and I'm sure we've all been there, 2 weeks later, we're like, where are they at on progressing towards that goal? Like, I don't know. Can't remember. Right. But visually, if I show you every month what the progression was, here's last month, here's this month. So we see the green go from this to like halfway, 3/4 way around. Visually, it's like, oh, wow, they're really moving me forward towards this goal. Oh my God, I might get my bonus this year. Right. These are the things that create the dopamine in us when we see that progression. And we have to deliver that progression to our customers, because if we don't, they will lose track of how we're progressing. Plain and simple. Okay. Then number 3, keep your customer goals above your commission. Some of you may be like, what? Dan, are you crazy? Yes. Your commission is secondary to helping your customer achieve their goals. And here's why I say that. One, money is a direct result of the value and service you provide in the market. So don't ever worry about getting paid for what you do. When you focus on getting paid over your customer goal achievement, you're focusing on yourself over your customer. Now, I'm not saying customers are always right, because they're not. But what I am saying is that your commission is secondary to their results. Because when they get results, not if, when, because y'all are high performers out there, when they get results, you get paid. The more results they get, the more you get paid. Now, I challenge any of you to test me on this. Dead straight. The more you help customers achieve their goals as a corporation, and hell, talk to the head salesperson. What's your goals for 2024 and how do logistics fit into it? Talk to the CEO. What's your mandate? What's your goals, mandates for 2024 and how do you see logistics fitting into it? Talk to the CTO. Talk to the CFO in your customers. Talk to these people. Tell your prospect, if they're the logistics man, I really want to talk to your sales rep, your main sales rep, your top rep, or some of the reps that you find cause issues for yourself. The reason I want to do this is because I want to show them that you're looking after their challenges, Mr. or Mrs. Customer. And when you phrase it like that, most of the time they'll let you talk to them because they don't want to be belittled. They don't want you to go in, and they want the credit. And by you saying, I want you to get credit for helping them, so let's have a conversation with them. Because here's the thing. It's never about you. The customer is the Luke Skywalker of the story. You're the Yoda, right? Yoda doesn't get credit for Luke beating Darth Vader. Luke gets the credit, but who does Luke give the credit to? Yoda. Secretly. That's why there's this big party in Return of the Jedi, and Luke looks up and there's Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin, and he goes like, right on. They were critical to him meeting those objectives, defeating Darth Vader, bringing Anakin back into the world. But the big thing was they didn't take any of the credit. He did. He's the hero in the adventure. But he would not have been able to get there without his mentors, without his guides, right? So we have to keep that positioning in our market. So again, let's do a quick review. 1, your number 1 priority is to help them achieve their goals, whatever they are. Some customers will have goals to reduce their freight costs. Can you help them achieve it? Does it fit into your overall business strategy? If not, delete, goodbye, have a good day. Okay. Number 2, consistently ask, are we still going in this direction? Is this still the goal that you want to achieve, or have we shifted gears? Because if you shifted gears, I'm going to make myself a whole new pie chart. Okay. And then number 3, customer goals over commission. Right? CGOC. Write it down. Customer goals over commission. Those are your 3 main points that I want to share with you to create massive customer loyalty. If you are doing this on a consistent basis, you will always have top-notch clients in your corner. Not only that, share this in your cold outreach. Here's the mission. Customer goals over everything else. Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, I don't know how many calls you get a day. I don't know how many of them piss you off. Hopefully none of them came before you and I have a conversation. But here's my mission. Overall, customer goal attainment. If I can't help you, or if you have no goals, then let's not do business. But if you have a goal and it matches my ICP and we can help you, then let's talk. Because that conversation can lead to really good things down the road. That's your 3 points for today. I don't even know how long we've been on here. I don't know. Oh, 14 minutes. Sorry, down at the bottom. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you for being here every week. You know, it's an honor to sit here every week and chat with you and just share these strategies and tools, because I think as high performers, we constantly need these reminders, right? I mean, I'm sure what I have shared with you today is nothing new to you. You understand it, but bringing it to the forefront and saying, oh my God, that's common sense. Sometimes common sense isn't always common practice. So we have to reinitiate that common sense in our mind in order to consistently raise our bar. Until next time, my friends, go out there, make every call educational, and crush your sales. Remember, go find out your customers' goals, put together a nice little pie chart, show them what you're doing all the time. Hell, send it to them every Monday. This is the progress we had last week. This is the progress we had. Like, do this on a consistent basis to help your people in your network know. And you know what? Now that I say that, I'm going to start doing that with Bridger every Monday morning. As we increase the processes in Bridger, I'm going to start sending out pie charts to you guys every Monday morning. So mark my word and hold me accountable. Every Monday morning, I'm going to give you an update as to what's happening in the system. Done. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day.